What's up with y'all, man? I'm gonna do a quick review from today's price action, make it very quick, very simple, just so you guys can see the overall thought process behind the trades, and maybe you can pick up something for yourself and kind of use it going forward. So if you see my other videos, you know that I start every trading day on the higher time frame, just so you can kind of understand the overall idea of what's going on. So we call this narrative. So narrative is always going to precede price action, because whatever the overall picture is saying, that's what you want to follow. So again, here on the daily, we can see that we've really just been consolidating this entire time. A lot of back and forth, not really any clear defined projections in either direction. We also understand that there are 4 cycles in a market cycle, right? So you're going to have your consolidation, your expansion, your retracement, and then your reversals. So if we're in a consolidation right now, I know I need to be expecting some type of a expansion coming soon. Good in my head, I'm feeling like price is going to keep going south, just because we've already been consolidating. As you can see, price then took out these relative equal highs up above here into this imbalance right here. Then it reversed, had a market shift, and now it's starting to work its way below. So because I'm in that mind frame, I'm looking at this previous down close candle as a daily breaker block. And then I'm also noticing that we have these volume imbalances right in between these 2 candles, as well as volume imbalances in between these 2 candles. Overnight, price had traded up into this imbalance, and then it just started consolidating. And like I said, after consolidation comes expansion. So if we move down to the lower time frame here on the 15-minute, you can see how price has just been consolidating right here underneath this daily void right here from February 3rd that I had highlighted. You can also see we have these relative equal highs sitting above this daily void. And we also have this 15-minute order block right here. Next, you can also see here on the south side, we have 2 relative equal lows, or sell side liquidity. Whenever you have liquidity sitting on both sides of the market like this, you want to just lean on price action on the lower time frames to kind of help you understand the direction that price is going to want to attack first before folding over into the next form of liquidity. I'm just giving you guys a more defined look on the 5-minute. You can see here, this is that volume imbalance that I had highlighted. And you can see here how price reacted up into it at 9:30. So these are just the same price levels that I had on the higher time frame, just being shown on the lower time frame now. You can see here at 9:30, which is right here, price opened up right into volume imbalance, stopped in its track. That's literally perfection, right? After I saw this and price rejected again, I saw that, okay, price is most likely going to want to attack sell side liquidity. And I probably should have highlighted it, but you guys can probably do it for your own research purposes. You guys hear me talk a lot about the highest high and the lowest low after 7 a.m. up until 9:30. This is the highest high after 7 a.m. So you can see here on the x-axis, we have 7 a.m. right here where my mouse is. Highest point, 9:30, which is right here. The lowest point before that was right here, which also lines up with buy side and sell side liquidity. So when I saw that it rejected it and it wasn't going to push past this 15-minute order block, I knew that price was going to most likely start heading down for the sell side, which is resting below here at 25291.75. So I initially got in after this retest right here on the 15-minute order block, got stopped in profit, got stopped in break even. Once price expanded lower, I believe ICT refers to this as a propulsion block. It's basically another minor form of a order block on its way back down to its target. So basically, if price is going to be bearish, I want to see up close candles be respected, right? So I don't want to see price start pushing beyond these bullish candles that are being printed. We want to see them being used as resistance on our way back down to our target. So when price pulled up into this little mini order block or propulsion block, this is when I got my entry. You can see how price folded over, created that first presented fair value gap. Price came back down, traded back into it, all the way down to our TP. Now, I was anticipating earlier for price to go back up into this void that I mentioned here. And obviously you can see price is starting to work its way down there now, but we didn't get that in the morning. So what I did was I actually held through this And once price started pushing back down here underneath this low, I had moved my stop loss to my initial TP to see if price was going to continue to run lower. Obviously it didn't, came back, took me out on profit. And then we can see that after that, price had this big bullish or engulfing candle right here. This is a sign that price is most likely going to want to shift sides, right? Understanding we have buy side, right? Sitting right here, relative equal highs. We understand where it's most likely going to push next. Here, clearly, you can see price had came through, bought up through our first presented fair value gap. I did not get my trade into here. So once price came back in, formed the second fair value gap, you can see how it tapped into here and then ran up here through buy side. So it's pretty much a very simple day, very cookie cutter, very straightforward. I think this is something people can use to continue to study so that they can see how a lot of these patterns repeat themselves every day. You really just have to learn when to catch them. Something else to kind of keep in mind too, look at the time in which we had this expansion move, right? So between 950 and 1010, that's our first macro. You can see how aggressive and one directional this expansion was during that time. This is going to help you time your entries so that you understand when to look for the moves that you're looking to unfold. So just remember, time is the most important element, and then price is second most important. When those two line up, you have your most high probable trades. That's my review today. If you guys like these type of review videos, please let me know in the comments below. I don't mind continuing to do them. These actually help me as well. Me continuing to just review things that I've seen happen just reaffirms my understanding on concepts that I've learned, and it makes trading for me a lot easier as well. So let me know what other type of content y'all like to see that would be helpful. I have a Discord too. I really just hop in there whenever I can. It's not really nothing crazy. I don't like charge people or nothing for it at the moment. So if you're interested, the link is going to be in the caption. Follow me on Instagram, same thing as my YouTube name, Prolific Profits LLC. I post on there a lot more frequently than I do on my YouTube, but I'm going to try to pick it back up and post more on here. Like the video, subscribe, and support your boy.